Hi, so today I'm gonna show you how you can create a natural finish look with only 3 products. First, I'm starting with this Elisa Vecca BB cream. I like to apply my BB cream on the back of my hand, and then I use a wet, damp, like, wedge. And I don't place it right underneath my eyes because I don't necessarily like powder. This is also my finished base. I do have sunscreen on, which is definitely giving most of the glow, but I'm also using serums. I'm using the Corsair X Nail Serum. It's amazing for glow. If you want the ultimate glow, trust me. But I'm just starting by placing the BB cream right on my cheeks. And you want to build from the inside of your face and outwards. You want to go outwards because you don't necessarily want foundation here. Some like to blend it down the neck. I do that sometimes. But that's because I do like my foundation down. But we want to go for the most natural look, which means we're going to be only focusing underneath the mouth, triangle. And you just want to pat it in pretty lightly. The forehead is where I like to The forehead is where I like to apply a little bit more product, just a little more outwards. Kind of like a circle, or like half a circle, like an umbrella. That's sort of what we're going for. Umbrella with the nose. Then I like to apply my BB cream up in the corner of my eye, because you see that will give the illusion of brightness here, and you also want it right here. Not under here, not straight under here, but right here and here. This is what I've been doing, and I've definitely noticed a more natural finish to my face when I do this instead of full on. I feel like my under eyes just look brighter when I don't actually put it straight underneath. So I like to smile, and then you see here, you want to stop there with your BB cream or light foundation. You can also use a matte foundation. I would probably recommend either a velvet foundation or a glowy one. I'm obviously glowy. That is like my whole thing. I want it to be glowy. I also got like a pigment spot here, so I like to dab in some product at the sides. And remember, these are only 3 products. You don't need that much more. And obviously, you decide how you want to use it and how much you want to use. I'm just showing what I like to do. And then, to make sure I actually have no product under my eye, I take a Q-tip and just go around where I know I have creases. And I know a crease a little more on this side than I do this side. And this will also give you some shadow. Just a little bit dimension around your eyes instead of looking flat. That's why I have no BB cream on my lids, though I do like to take it around like this as well, and just make sure it's not in the crease of my eye. It just lifts everything. It also helps that I dye my eyebrows, so that will be like an extra step for you compared to me, which I dye my eyebrows. So I don't use that much product anymore. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't anymore. And then to give the dimension, I'm using this Lily by Red blush. This blush is now my favorite one. It definitely is a different texture than the pink one I use. I don't know why, but I like it. Then I just focus on where my natural bone structure, this is where my cheeks stop. So I just blend around it, not touching the edge completely. This will give you some dimension because we're not using contour. I have never really been a contour girl. until recently. So I'm just showing what I like to do, especially even if you're new to makeup. This is how to just give yourself a little dimension. And then you can place some on the nose and on your chin to give even more oomph, you know? Maybe on top of the nose. I don't know if the red blush, if it feels a little weird. Maybe a little more on this side. Just, I like to focus my blush really high, but that's because my cheeks are naturally high. So, and then I blend it slightly outwards up, or it depends on whether I'm using contour. And if I'm using contour, my contour will go down like this, because that is my natural curve, and you want to follow that, not too much, but you want to follow that. I do my contour a bit higher because I feel like it gives a softer, it gives a softer edge. It gives a softer edge. And then to finish it, I'm gonna be using this gloss. This is the Revolution Kiss Nude, which is a plumping gloss, though I can't say that it does much plumping, but it does have a nice pink color. And there we have it. 3 simple steps, 3 simple products. I love this gloss based only on its color. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment down below if you have any other video ideas or any suggestions, any topic you want me to discuss about the skincare or beauty community. Because there is a lot out there that I want to talk about, but I don't know if others are interested. So comment down below if there's anything you want to see next time. And until then, bye!